Hey ho, howdy yo, my name's fordmustangkillerko and welcome to the video. Today we are here reviewing a long-awaited saber that I was planning on originally pushing back, to be 100% honest with you guys. I wasn't planning on getting this lightsaber till like probably the last lightsaber I was going to get, for the reason being that this saber was so freaking expensive. But I did find a workaway around, and that is why I have it today. This here is the custom Starkiller inspired lightsaber from Star Wars, the Force Unleashed video games. Specifically, the first one, his very first lightsaber that we do see him with. My personal favorite Star Wars game is Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Both 1 and 2, but this is my favorite lightsaber out of both games that are used. I just love the crystal reveal chamber. And some backstory. The only way pretty much I saw to get this lightsaber was off of Saber Forge. Ooh, excuse me. I got the hiccups a little bit. And it's actually a different lightsaber nowadays, so I'll get into that in a little bit. But basically building the lightsaber that I wanted originally from Saber Forge, it was going to come out to about like $1,200. This is a way cheaper alternative that I found. Basically, I ended up joining a saber building community on Facebook and just curiously asked if anybody had a Starkiller lightsaber that was already installed and that they're willing to sell. Someone by the name of, I should have wrote his name down. Let me find out real quick. Someone by the name of Robert S. I'm not going to release his whole name just, for the sake of his privacy. But he reached out to me and he sent me a picture of this. And he said that it was for sale for $700. Way cheaper. He sent me all the specs. It's way better than what I could have get off of Saber Forge. No offense, Saber Forge. But this is way better than what I could get off of Saber Forge. And I ended up buying it from him. And it only took him... I think it only took like 4, maybe 5 days to get. He did say that he was going to put a brand new chassis build on the inside, which he did for me, which was really good. He didn't have to do that, but thank you a lot, Robert, for that. He did an excellent build on this lightsaber, and I couldn't have been more happier. So this is actually a Saber Forge Monarch review. They had the Monarch listed for quite a long time you can see that there's a kill key in there while Saber Core 2.0 was still out. When they upgraded to Saber Core 3.0, they came out with a new version of the Starkiller lightsaber called the Saber Forge Unleashed. So there are slight differences between the two, but I saw a video by Sidious Sabers of these two lightsabers side by side, the Monarch and the Unleashed, and I honestly prefer the Monarch. I think the Monarch is closer resemblance to the actual lightsaber used in the video game. So I am happy I ended up with the Monarch and not waited till I had to spend a little bit more to get one from Saber Forge with the Unleashed. So yeah, this is the Starkiller inspired lightsaber, Saber Forge Monarch. He gave me a Graflex style blade plug also with the lightsaber, which is good. And inside, we're going to go ahead and go through all of the specs. I'll boot it up for you guys. I'll throw a blade inside of it. He didn't include a blade. He said he was going to, but that's not a big deal. I ordered a blade. I'm more than fine with that. But this, like I said, this is a Saber Forge Monarch. It has a Prism V4 board inside of it. Like I said, brand new chassis. I haven't really discovered how to open this just quite yet, nor do I kind of want to. If you unscrew the pommel, you do just see the speaker. I don't know if the whole entire thing does come out. It doesn't look like it, but I really don't want to be taking it apart because I might not know how to put it back together, and I don't want to ruin anything. But there is a brand new chassis on the inside of that. He did send me a picture of it, which is really cool. So he 3D printed it and everything. But maybe I'll ask him if there's a way to take it off because with the V4, the Prism V4, you can have 6 sound fonts. I don't know the names of the sound fonts. Again, that's another thing that he did say he was going to send me, but he never did, which is fine. Eventually, I'll ask him for it, but I don't really need it right now. But all of them do have a custom boot up sound, but one. I believe Starkiller that's definitely the sound font, so I know Starkiller is on here for sure. But that has the regular Starkiller boot up font. If I find out how to open this, I am going to probably try and change the boot up font for that one. But again, not that big of a deal. Inside, we have a dark red, green, blue LED for RGB. You can't have a Starkiller lightsaber not have RGB, which is probably one of the reasons why my Saber Forge lightsaber was getting so expensive, is because I had to upgrade to the highest tier to get color changing. But you know, you get in the game where you can change the lightsaber color, and he also changes from red to blue. You have to be able to change the colors of this lightsaber. So really happy I have an RGB. The crystal chamber here is custom built. I'll move it a little closer on there. I was actually not kind of sold completely on the wiring on the inside of the lightsaber, but actually come to find out that there is wiring in the lightsaber. Basically, when I ordered this lightsaber, I showed my friend Andrew this lightsaber. He's like, "What's that?" I was like, "You've never seen like Star Wars: The Force Unleashed? Like, have you played the game?" And he's like, "No." And then I made him play the entire game, and now he's in love with it. But going back through the game, playing through it, I did see that there is wiring actually in that chamber, so that's pretty cool. Light weathering on side of it. I don't know if that was through Saber Forge or if he did the weathering. Other than that, it's still pretty good, because I know, you know, Saber Forge, you can order empty hilts, but you could get them weathered and whatnot. So I don't know if Saber Forge weathered it or if he weathered it. Either way, it's weathered beautifully. Not too heavy weathering, but also not, you know, it's enough to notice. There's a 28mm speaker inside of it, which is, I believe, is the same speaker that is inside my, hey, look, it's me. That is inside my Darth Sidious lightsaber. This one sounds, this is really loud lightsaber, so I don't know if it's the exact same speaker. It's definitely got more bass inside of it, but that's in there. Also has two custom tactile switches, which is really cool. You can see them right there. They're very low profile, and I'm not sure what was there originally before on the Monarch. I know the holes were probably drilled, but I don't know if they were installed. But they're just little, like, you know, tactile switches. They're very minor, so they hide very well, which is kind of cool. They do just kind of, you know, they're kind of sharp. But like I said, this is no purpose to dueling hilt whatsoever, so that's awesome. It does have a custom in-hilt recharge port right here with the kill key. I will remove that in a second. And it also has an 1860 650 battery on the inside for the recharge. Not much like that. This here is your blade retention on the greebly back here, so you twist that out and the blade will come out. I will show you that in a second, but we'll just go ahead and take a look at the Saber. Really cool. Also has a cover tech knob. I haven't tried it with my holder just quite yet to see how it looks like hanging on the belt, but it looks like it does hang this way, which is really cool because you don't want your belt or anything hitting the crystal chamber on the inside. But we do have a glass eye on the inside that does actually still work with the whole LED function, which is also awesome. I also didn't go over, we do have an RGB crystal chamber, so although this is, you know, dark red, green, blue LED, you can get purples, you can get oranges. This crystal chamber here can only light red, green, or blue, which is fine, but it matches to the color closest to the font. I'll show you that, to the color of the Saber at the time. I'll show you that. So let's go ahead and throw a blade in it. I'll flip the camera and we'll get it booted up. All right, I did bring down a kill key as well. Not a kill key, an Allen wrench key as well, but then I remembered that this has it already in there. But basically what you do is, like I said, you twist this little black switch here and the blade plug does pop out. He also, like I said, did include a Graflex style blade plug, which is awesome. I do have a Saber Forge 32-inch V4 blade. The blade that I did order for this one is a 37-inch blade. For those of you that watched my the Count Saber Forge review, you guys know that I did measure to try and get the blade length close to the other lightsabers, but I didn't compensate for the amount of inches that you lose here. So this is really short, the 32-inch blade, so I got a 37-inch blade. I don't know if I'm going to end up getting another 37-inch blade. Maybe, don't know. I'll let you guys know. And then I'll just have this one as an extra blade in case anything happens. We'll go ahead and pull out the kill key here, and we will hear the boot up sound.
What is your will, my master?
So that is, ooh, I'm hitting the chandelier again. That is the boot up. And we got red. We got that crystal chamber and the glass eye function. Beautiful. I do probably gonna have to figure out how to open this and get the the SD card out, because the swings and the clashes I need to bump up a little bit. They don't function as well as I'd like, but they still do kind of work. So I'm going to have to turn the sensitivity up a little bit on them. Tactile switches work where this is your activation switch and this is your auxiliary switch. Yeah, so you got blaster sounds with the purple flash on flash. That also happens down here on the crystal. Hold down for blade lockup. And I don't know if force effects work. We can try it. Nope, they don't work. Hold the top button to turn it off, and then you hold it down again to switch to the next font. Maybe not. Or maybe the bottom one. Yes.
At last, the dark side is your ally.
So different sound fonts, which is cool. And we got purple flash on flash, I believe, for all of them. I don't know if that changes as you change the colors, but... We'll go to the next sound font. So I got this one set to blue, which is cool because as you change the colors, it'll save in the memory bank. This one's got white flash on flash. I guess it's pink. Probably still purple. Yeah, it's still purple. Yeah, it's still purple. So all the flash on flashes are set to purple. To change the color of the blade, you just have to do a 1-2 action on the switches, and it'll change colors. So this is an orange. You got another blue, kind of like an Arctic, but with the green crystal. We got purple. Purple's got a red flash on flash. We got a pink. Red. And green. And I believe it goes back to blue. Yep. Switch to the next one. favorite, the theme song. And this sound font sounds really, really cool. I don't know what it is. If anybody knows the name of these, let me know, because it's very ominous. Yeah, so you're gonna have to turn it up a little bit, because like swinging it just doesn't really.
Solo Killer.
So there's Solo Killer, 5th font. And I believe I set 3 of them to blue and 3 of them to red. But I mean, like I said, I can do any color I want. And the last font.
Rise, my apprentice.
And we're back to red. And this is the standard, I believe, TFU sound font. So that's pretty much it. Let's get it upstairs and show you exactly how bright this tri-cree, I don't know if it's tri-cree, or how bright this RGB LED is upstairs in the dark. We're going to go with it up there and end the video. Also, go ahead and boot this thing up. And this is still on the same font that we ended off downstairs with, but definitely a lot brighter than my other red lightsabers. Wow. I really like this lightsaber. I wanted this lightsaber for a long time, and I didn't think I was going to be getting it as soon as I did.
What is your will, my master?
Go with the Arctic Blue. I think I'm going to set the Arctic Blue to one of them too. Flash on class kind of changes. It kind of cycles. So it goes red, orange, and pink, which is kind of cool. It should be back to red. Yeah, so you got a blue and a purple in here. Kind of cool.
At last, the dark side is your ally.
All the boots are kind of slow as well. Sorry I'm not talking. I'm kind of just like in awe of this entire lightsaber. This lightsaber is so cool. My favorite video game. I mean, what can you expect? I'm gonna set it on this one. The Arctic. And then the last one.
Solo killer.
I'm gonna set this one to green just for the fun. Just for the funsies. We're gonna leave this one on green, just to have a green lightsaber on it. Orange blade lockup. And then we should be back to
Rise, my apprentice.
the red here. So this was the I guess custom Saber Forge Monarch by Robert S. Robert, thank you so much for the lightsaber. I am so happy with it, and I'm definitely looking forward to buy something from you again. I only have 4 lightsabers left I need to pick up for my collection, and then I will be doing the full, I guess, lightsaber showcase. Anything else that I buy after that is going to be just for fun. It's not really going to be in a collection video. But yes, I need 4 more lightsabers. I did build the new display, so I'll show you that as well in that video. But thanks so much for watching, Robert. Once again, thank you. I might be hitting you up again soon because I do need one more lightsaber that's not really for sale anywhere else. So I'm going to need to find somebody who can install something like this into that lightsaber. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you like what you guys see. If you guys want to see more of it, I'll leave a link to the playlist down below of all the other lightsabers that I reviewed in the past in my collection. And stay tuned for more videos coming your way. I'll see you guys later. FordMustangkillerko signing out. Peace.